kubarizi, mchezo wa pool table na parking ya magari ya kutosha. Pia unaweza fanya booking kwa sherehe kama vile harusi, baby shower, graduation, birthday, sherehe ya watoto na zinginezo. Tunapatikana mjini Kisii, Mashauri, nyuma ya jengo la Mwalimu Sacco. Kwa mengi zaidi, tutembelee au kupiga simu kwa nambari 0792267062. Mwalimu International Hotel, at your service. Karibu Harken Academy KISII, shule ya kisasa ya bweni na kutwa kwa wavulana na wasichana, inayopeana masomo ya CBC kuanzia preschool, primary na junior secondary. Iko na mazingira matulivu, walimu waliohitimu na wa kutosha, maktaba ya kisasa, mahabara ya kompyuta na sayansi, madarasa na mabweni ya kisasa, mahali pa wanafunzi kujifurahisha, na pia wanakuza talanta na kutia fora katika michezo mbalimbali. Vile vile wana usafiri wa kutosha. Kupata nafasi ya mwanao, watembelee Riatwenya, kilomita 2 kutoka mji wa Kisii, barabara ya Kisii Marani, au piga simu nambari 0755331318. Harken Academy, the future is here.
Bevis Driving School nesukuru ekurwa maigirio y'Uburundi wechigari na baigo nechi pikapiki nkuru bara maigirio bunabona category ya A2 ucha pikapiki na nigo bakurwa maigirio aya ucha sabantu bwate myaka 13 gocha igoro bawata maigirio AB1 na B2 automatic, manual theory na practical asiguri uranyari guikera boigo nigo bakurwa kosi manyakanite buna refresher for license holders category A2 na B1 B2 amona classic aspeka pigi amonechi gali chinde amaigiri yabo ni gale part time byabo tambego chakati kulia Jumapili go ikai juma nigo babwata bali mbali no manye bwigoro mono nigo bakinetie AMACHE a NTSA
jengo computer omanga onde director ya BBC driving school abange mama yatuka ndichikali shikalia lakini akarana yako yaroko ande school kiringa omanya AMACHE kunale nande to kunyulikirenga kina ekarole gali elime manyanga no mabwao mabulyo ko endia no mabulyo kotara na magoro. Karibu sana.
Welcome to Bevis Driving School. My name is Damaris Ondora. I'm a director at Bevis Driving School. Why train with us is because we are NTSA compliant. We have qualified friendly instructors who are ready to train at any time. We have a flexible payment plan schedule. We offer free basic mechanic lessons. So that makes Bevis Driving School to be the best among many.
Nigegotoko mochobo songo all sasora building second floor angena KISII main stage asamange banyora sechinamba 0724811718 gose 0726513647. Bevis Driving School, your partner in driving. TV Oborabu Wagusi.
Since to ya Kenya boy jimayo magana udura kwandi siasa birikana wa Kenya bale nonye bale since mo yejisem chukwana siasa ka du kumonta igabangi benenge bya bibito ekarabaro jinzinga yiro jizguni udura kwana chinse mo chama somo asemambi yaboni gono otole na bagani inga studio ngo tukwani bale batutebi ngeta bandiro ba maete sponsor ba maete kila bago batutera banya ba tingi ya mageza sijui agende to akwani ngeri kumyontra sensemo ye mitandao Facebook na eta TV kwa sensemo ya YouTube na wotunyora eta TV simambi ya boni tutumira uchumbe nyingi wethera namba 7353330 tokoboli nenga kiaroje mlembo wiki semia sensito ya Kenya bimukere rose bado kuna kurumbana gana alia ingirana serikali ngotebele chibesi yuko sira borko asiskuru competition ngakire magana mange sana wana bane bara somo timoko wina bara sentunde ya kaurista mtu aitu jua kwana manga simambia kutakole biro yanga bane ibaga jake na katib wana tukwani asimambi ya boniga sugeli
Bia muna sana BRIGHTON Selieta Njana Vinja Joseph Ndomo Executive Secretary of KUPPET KISII County Tiangwani abantu baminto bonsi pia sebale abantu bonsi baligerereti eta ya TV asoro kongorwa gusina bali isko ya gusina bali isko yense ya Kenya toko batebina no torega iga somurwe this morning agera toshe na abantu baita samangana yejisemi tuachira iga agera toshe abera tato na turamanya nanga yejisemi chetu chikera se ense ya Kenya
biasa na
KUPPET mbiere egasiere mbiyatole ono negastondre tokora bantu baito ase county yetu ya KISII na Kenya ngima at large
biasa na taraba sore mai goja samaje na rikabeni ya jagre mapema bantu bali posta lina moja kikabeni
KUPPET is a political institution. Ono akere campaign go jakale again other campaign occurring in the country. So on top of that another exceptional. Agero interest chire people have ambitions and interests. But I get the konyora the leadership. So na into in the leadership we must show people nengi tu abakoleire na ndo barabanga kibakuri ya scorecard yeito. Atomente amanga matuko na ndo atomente miaka tondre kubakoleire. So I campaign.
You know it is bad.
Yeah, I'm the incumbent. And tobu ati tamu limit as a wasabu union lakini tobu ati na botonga muna bachumbe that is so ego abantu baitomba maite kasi na bakoleire and to bakoleire muna union na and na bangaini mba manyete na what they want the kind of leadership batagete
chikura jira 2026
chikura jira next year 2026 bono mwako yo e campaign ye vetetense kerase oiso koligererio takere BRIGHTON kwara atara kwara ranga kie campaign ye ororenga kie campaign yere na wewe gaine na hata campaign but ya bado watu
mapema na mwasi ningetua ja campaign mapema lakini I know in campaign usimu kwa tele machika kwa rati ngira nase amache papa Julius BASWETI kabisa tusukiri kabisa na huko na majiburi ya Julius
ambia mono BRIGHTON bayade kuba kwanye abantu abaligirire betaya na bayiburi bagusi nga bwakiribia nchene no mwalimu Julius nyakwaro BASWETI na nengwero kande amache papa mwalimu Gasongo na sababu ya Girls National School lakini mwiburu machazo bravu wodi ya Kimonge Kenyoro ya Kenyoro wala
na mwana siasa wala sasa ngani
njino mwalimu asa analysis ya ramo karande sana so na iguru katibu katabanga campaign ya chakire in fact diyo yeteli ya Ruto
campaign ya
yo KUPPET
banya kama pema uze
basa banyole ase ngenjo no jikura already jagiru
yes
every compare jikura doje dayo jiwako
you bad function yuli kirenga bantu bakwande kabisa yalingi usira jisemi akira kwande function yuli briefly kwali kumwali gani but they didn't attended as one of the officials. How was that function and the achievement ya beto
BRIGHTON na attended the function ya Nyaliwali Masaba constituency ya Lenge ali Chunie Girls. The function iligo ya aliganiri no muchumbe bora kongorolia Manduku mheshimiwa na nyakorora gendukeria na ande na raba chumbe bagacha bange sana from all parts of the country na barabo bagakumia because omuntu okonyara kolenta abalimu bonse bi ku ECD arenta abalimu from primary junior school na senior school ama kolenta na leaders bonse bi abalenta mugutano muno oli obwate more than 3,000 people. That's an achievement. And they negotiate to gyakagera twanyore to gutwara education day tokwa abanafunzi ebiyewa bakolete buya tuwe babona nabalimu nabarabumba kolete ki bakolete buya bane batete ko appreciated ndaite wagero mochumbe manduku nambia mono initiative eri arenta ndoje na it has cost cheaters ase abantu bande nimaite na abachumbe bande chi constituency chinde mbali challenged because na baramuta kerego chakege tubuna keri it's not meant for nyali bali masaba yoka nyali masaba tali ero yoka yakora buya chi constituency chinde jiro jabali mubakolete buya as school chiabo so abachumba onamba bwende kuligeria njera bagotunukwa abalimu babo kyagana abalimu babo mbuya bakora bakoria matemu abo school cyabo mbuya bagirendete management school cyumbu yekire but there in a functioning ya na nyanja because of the objectivity ebwate kyagana abalimu baikere tuna bange mono and that's one way yo komeka abalimu ba interact na go share experiences na school getenja nyorete this time akanyora ni forum yokoa chi school chi pasali chicheki one on one kyari chikuru Johnson no jakorete ki no chialenga na ko one fair projects yakokora as a constituency ya nyali bali masaba na ku appreciate leadership ya balimu kyara na roje Ken Yutiero na indumna KUPPET aka na kesha nja alengo the leadership orino muntu anje tabalimu ndete ko tabane functionally for me that's a plus and we encourage that because leaders bali kumnyoko wocho bakumnyoka literally ko batebina twakobwa tesirio mugambi binde byokora nebia we are putting a hand in this but then other constituencies mna nateba bachumbe baito asemole na inu asemwabeta rosige ndumna keri egera bali mumbaja akwe murungani goja ko bakere muna negendo kere buya igo abana na ingiori arakabwata okora the other side but for us in our constituency ndogwa somebody okotokora na such kind of initiative
kazivikana amache ndo machoge chache bravo mwagenteke nogentebo sabono nyalibadina
ama ide yenda kwanjenga ngabari magagu kende bakamotivate you know actually basically ndo atwara muwaziri nachaga CS nacha kondo wenzo legotenena ale kwa abana mugati chai which is okay you know wabara mademle weba yo kolema because it is basically the role of a teacher to bring out results. We don't say that students not be appreciated. They should. But yung erolo mwalimu akora kitambo akore isio mwana from form 1 to form 4 osukulu grade 1 to grade 9 bono negasiana sana. So also as a Dr. Manduku akore gentekyo that is very good. So then I'm challenging my member of parliament engineer of Badia nera teme na nyale was
na wala nyale tokeda sura maje mo company sana machoge chatne barabari o tipasari abana batanya roya medwane twaje mo jube de nango abajumbe bango bega bali bia na ranon na bande barali kwa spirit no mo chumbe semani sino alfa na be kwalia one day ro yo sira bana ba in terms of passport
basa nengia ayitali rango ndo some the basari akero kwane basari ya machoge actually ngurwa maliga kurwa maisa because okay basaries were awarded lakini abantu bari bamisiti abange sana abange if you go to the ground I want but I don't murari ndege to the ground think my data era biased okore botuki ne what issues chine sana there are many students who missed because of kadimo chumbe lakini wabisio mchumbe
tariboji baga busema
abisio mchumbe message sana abantu bakororo maybe you know a basari mborega nekuru na CDF but I got trust some two gentlemen I will not mention names bakamumes.
Are you sure?
Bakamumes, we have data. Sure? I have data. Bakamumes.
You remember my number message?
I knows.
nera ke bisheke ose
na get done ko review he knows oso murangeri ga
dinga katibu asemo ya amasomo je tolebono midterm read to bana yusabale amakorna se tunde ya kabel kamtu kana katibu unaona cross pedro chikapu chirichialengo ratwara beningi karo kabel field usapate tole to bokomwa se education sector
ninde dagoteba mne serikali gwetera as Minister of Education ndo atwalete so many hubs takira kwa field. When guys we are speaking on corona, the government is moving at a lot of speed to ensure that some of the gaps are filled, especially the transition. Kiagara so far as we are speaking emejando tu abwate ne lina ntumanyitina ingi abana abaja gosomiwa especially abali nge junior school.
Yes.
Wese kuligere boni ga structures cha very put in place as magana junior school. The government is moving very fast to ensure na by house classrooms muna na wade bi duale nge chuni na rojo mujumbo ga junior school ibiras. They are trying to make sure na infrastructure development ya very. Abi into binde bono bitigarete infrastructure ye ngakitogo inchi equip. Kiagara already the unfortunate part ne lina abana bali basoma kuru grade 7 8 now bali 9 budget we enjoy these facilities already. They are in grade 9 headed to grade 10 senior school. But basically the government also na bakora na set aside a lot of money to ensure that those structures have been put in place. The only problem though now also is now the number of teachers bakosomia bana baiga. The number of teachers mparaisa na bado. Still we need more teachers. Na ndo serikali no nyiri tu achieve strike togate bina abalimu bali bale kokora ekonda babe confirmed permanent and pension depot ekikia bet all of them for 6,000 were confirmed and to karu togate bia serikali na we came and another 20,000 of which it did. At the end of this year we expect na abana bali 20,000 abalimu bali 20,000 bali getu as interns. We expect baje ba converted permanent and pension by the end of this year. So next year we want also to have, by the end of this year we also need to have more teachers back to those institutions. Egere to go to the student teacher ratio echikobengia abana bali banyare ko babagosomiguya
iko kolenga na gaps ya
ngoja go transition ngoja go sukere. The only problem now is now got every mangana now as we implement challenges in jiro as we implement we want abalimu baisane chiskuru echo egere abana baito bali bagosomororo teacher student ratio bya nekintu kende tubwate mechando subject combination ja abantu bagosomio. But they were last time when they employed they were very strict on the subjects bakalika sciences and mathematics because that's where school chingeji arenge hit. We want them to do even more to ensure that every subject is catered for as a institution chiricheito. The moment every subject is catered for muna senior school we will have no problem as abana bagosomiwa as a junior school. The same thing in transition ye challenges bono chironjirina abana aba next year they are going to senior school. Concentration in imadena this week munegojo jaga next week in imadena ndeti tooling ne karo ya these teachers ba bete employed aba bete employed as interns na baba nyore employment choose bakebake. But senior school kende nge ya completely next year abana aba they are getting into those institutions. So are we waiting again abana ba report to schools? You know that's also a gap. Abana report to schools then tomo jaga okorera balimu aba sensitization and retooling about what they expect to do. Because let me tell you where the problem we carry. Iga abalimu aba egoika December abalimu abange bajibanda komagia matem examination period here eye to akorere face ye brinko erere all to bata na yemo ya August ya December na matemo akoru na bantu bajikomaki ndi baja konyora bantu abakorere tooling because ini tegie kare January abalimu abamba manye thinki CPC bali senior school mbamanye thinki CPC because these others know. So ndo the problem in that because they have concentrated for sensitized principles voka because is a seminar sia koruchi nyinge cha koru principles nyinga about the CPC the principles of senior school but they have forgotten abantu akoro kwa bali bakali implementers bona bana bacha goika baratika bana school baira bali for the tooling as they wait when are these learners are going to get this engagement with the teachers. That is the thing.
kirigeka amajume ndango bore school mono ari gwetara kimona bari mono gutira tena katibu dari kuya tena bari kosi ya dentro de secretary bonari lakini ni morali kabisa mchande nera kose yakanye
agara ko manda bila CBC nje jadi jamaa ase high school
moja moja dewe.
So actually I don't know because when those students would come because baje bakanyamuru baje syllabus yabo ntorate
kutunyima
ke dore 844 so syllabus ya CBC because I'm told they have 3 pathways nduma one pathway in exams bueno abali mabato basomi chirifali bado mbaracha abali mabake carpentry bado mbaracha Ba metal work in athletics because you don't be a very subject. Yari manafu na go just on PE or other.
We will
that way that. And you know even the textbooks that are to me high school. Do to me jitro sai akuna.
Ibore gapunero.
Gapo siri gapo ri nene. Yandi gero kwa na onege gosi. There's a very big one.
The
government was never prepared for CBC. As much as it is improving, one could matter about code. One has a problem with Ndura.
They want to be
one has to because they are saying 40% AMACHE in Akuru within that period. 60% again. What you got up at them? None of the market at them was about them.
On the same why ngo agree na Julius Egaiga no mwalimu iwetere bwe kwa David na tamanyeti kende na matukuta politiki taiyo meaning what ngiye gutuoroki one of these one as I'm addressing the Minister of Education ngiye gutuoroki the Minister of Education more well prepared ntutage the breakages mumanye na second term na ndene gwa activities chimichezo chiri intensive nturuja ku break birasi ko ira abarimu for tooling you are affecting learners bali school wali aba bakalere tooling ngokale basomia abana be school as you do that if you do during amangana to bate no learning in institutions ngigero jakoba that way konyora tole to affect abana baito performance yabo bali kalpa to prepare as candidates abantu bande bakale bakolere tooling na because abana bali bagoja goja the government was supposed to start this thing 2 years before agera abantu bakolere thorough training so that bamanye ngigero jakoba so for that kerokyo muna machawa de baga about the pathways yechiga amache ejireisatu every institution nature gustem erere compulsory echinde choose between art sports and social sciences chinde na jiko ile ibere echinde jireisatu as per what the stakeholders were telling us but in that mnama chateba abarimu abaje ko take those subjects mbaro kyagara babale maiga no we have attended seminars to attend the seminar twababulire amaswali the same
why do you think that the AMACHE marwatara attend
ntubono they called us as stakeholders and kuna batabina principles barangiri to these meetings and the stakeholders but twabatabirina the implementers begendeke school bakaleteke bakale ababale teachers mbarate bukende so they will be caught by surprise dibauje kujaka gosomi abana bali babakani bogana tali go twale gosoba CBC they will tell them that you know it will be an embarrassment ayo maruti kwa madabiri ndoke to madabiri go twale go kora this is the way we are going abana bachaka go na bubago participate in terms of the teacher get go kora because it's more of student oriented. That's the learner is learner centered amasoma so the government in a way it's very sluggish in implementation of this because muna machate aba it's the serikali njalenge prepared for CPC but they are ignored and it is spending a lot of resources na kitu alikuwa batebere kurukale na school ya ile to gali junior school ya takere ko base senior school onanga bono mechande to kole diki teyo onanga bana lilo onanga nona bali mu bonds ba ko tooling bonds people senior school but all in all ne bwata advantage yae o create junior school ya gara bali mu goito bakali kwa bange batabita konyo emere mu bwango but in the matters ya mangana ya masomo, it impacted a lot negatively as ya masomo.
Nyana se amajote bilona pamanyi tibara bwase baberete does it mean that dina ababana ba kurugiri na ba wocha 10 gon.
Yes, 10
ba. Yo mini abo ko reba ka bwate e koskya
ani dinale ko base assistant ko das meeting ele.
Lakini kati bara bairo.
Bara ko leta bari mbali ba wocha school. Because I'm told, I have not seen the syllabus. Literature might be optional.
Literature.
Maths, teyo. Bona bari mwa maths na umadwara bange. Ngibaza wasombi. So I think the ministry and the government must come very clear. To make like I expected this whole day to end tooling in the wakir. Was to end mutinyo nan because mutinyo kumina mocha de kumina it is market. So and then the students will come in from grade 10 to the American.
Why do you think that Tonya Jigabuji?
To understand CBC, and I've been telling you severally. Akwed mawa.
Ibana CBC?
Yeah, bono. Magana iko na buo bari yijito siya tigete na kia na ko implement because game take bad baraki understand. Otherwise, as primary, chilabu abeke all of that it's okay. High school chilabu nchiro. Into high school, and you will see most people will concentrate on STEM matter.
Lakini Julius sikuru libono CBC ye sikuru na grade 7 8 9
yes
junior yaro ya kodi yaro ya be complete mona sika bira be nekroba ko ja secondary.
And let me tell you, CBC is very good because school yero mwana or grade 7 ebinda soma mbiri son form 3 sai. So why abari mwa batoka ne kwenda abana to kujwara bangaini ko bwaba ari
yes
wala mama abana bana barabare mu ako dabi nga ekitarigira ekiya so oyo mama ari prepared oja ko yibo ko mwaka akiri. That's why the teachers must go for the tooling to understand the syllabus yao. Those kids are very sharp. Very, very sharp. CBC is very good. And I will tell you, teacher, no. And one to advice school, one can prepare the Wakanu.
Katibu whatever na toibura matawa tebana stakeholders mpata kirugo baba inform nke serikali inde bwadeni nkura na mwana mkutano
and kwa dora one of the meeting KISII school
para via bako make these rules and regulations to
the policies from the ministry sometimes even the because kwanya wara declaration shiko made from roadside omondo bo kama ambio ngero nangando aro sigendo getari wetera proper channel. That's why the mistake yokurwera omondo ngere na isa kolente policy gete na bego kora te wetera in the process ita ke wetera structures injiro yenye ne gento gete ko mbere meja ko impact the entire education system ita ke regietera national assembly kia debated yeti ku current public participation egrekro mondo understanding kekyo. But that's where we are now because this government rushed ekatebana oikatotwale egente ketia ke muna machateba makoa na with the program makoa na maitenga CBC kuchikoba na ke kora agajete virasi beyond pia kagaje class kuna CBC classrooms in senior schools in preparation ya bana bakuja kuiko but in the process because government chia jenjiri ngoja jiri kujits their own policies bakaramba ko korane policy ya the regime ya itre tiatorende a new one to the nabanda must be down here bakakole ndo kuna presidential working party eri ya around it was collecting. I told them to KISI University. Collect this information. We know already your minds are set. We more by the way, was satisfy the general public na information from the ground. So amangana ya transition na makong in this country. The government when they put more emphasis not in this because this is a time bomb to create in this country. Abana but successful I don't know where they are headed to. The same thing when by the mathematics optional.
Do you support?
How do I support how is that one possible? And many other subjects the is left and we know we are a competing world. Italy can compete. Compete with other countries like developed countries. We have engineers from China, from USA, Germany. We are producing compete with other students from other parts of this country. This mathematics and the ministry, but they propose in a year with you see, those are the things we are talking about. They propose when they call into as stakeholders, being the major stakeholders, while these issues, so that to participate, they need to have some subjects like that. Then ever debated in the National Assembly, policy. But you again at the following guidelines, policy in Kenya, then we are headed in a wrong direction because those are the issues that affect the education system ya Kenya. Squeeze the education system yeto ya Beirembe, including baka funding. Funding model ya university. Okay, very expensive. Yazumbu ira bantu bana balikonda school o wakujisi mina ntraja kama matemu totakirikuru which be asomanya wakora matemu amache tu asomete etu akekane tu alone okanda to wakora ndu alikosa pesa kurunga because a system really was working. It's not working. The government is bringing in policies as a mangana ejisemi ataliko work abo frustrate more abanafunzi na abayibuli including baka teachers bali bakonye implement basinyiru yes resolution na basinyiru toko sika kisukuru kitoko na kunyumoro twa na KUPPET kosina kunyumoro kwa rumugiro timaiti tende na samache amache uko tena literature mudru mwanwe so asa yo jinda matsine ruo to jile ko so mizo
Amaide no need songa kibado ngere issues because ke songa mate very the grammar also linguistics na literature. Now they are saying but literature is optional. Do you know why? But the sharp mind ya Kenya is because of literature na fasihi. It's how it's compulsory. Okay, how do you produce your mathematics? Because you have to calculate how to save, how to invest. You have to be aware because almost all sciences need mathematics. Why the government is removing mathematics? As in prophecy AMACHE. The government the gas. Iwaye chikosiri chia maths na chikoli kabantu bono agenda bwa chigasi as the science courses that could produce and arts afla de kiro mondato ade degree atwa gas the
government is creating a crisis.
Yes, evidently we agree sao.
Why do you think that the government is
no by the time university course that market time testing mura west
who do you think will be in this
cartels within the government. Yes.
On the same note, those are lucrative subjects. Meaning in a one that you engineering, one that you medicine, architect. ene course chiri chiwakana paka no na kwanja no egasingo korabale. So I want to concur with my brother here na there is a scheme yogo siekerera abantu mbakora those courses chitigale for a few abantu ababande bale high class politicians sababigeta abana babo international schools.
That is it.
They will those courses ngoja kotigara chireji abana ba high class bako chikosoma kwa international schools. But what you have to do this agarba tuchikonyora engineers kurwo tuchikonyora medical doctors but I've got the passion with that. Ndo bado mwana kurwe kenyoro ko kole sabu ya kole what the passion ya jacob munyagitari was engineer asiyekereru because course yeyo ya koleru optional. So optional mwana otari guided because ndo bado the officers created their guidance and the counseling. Ndo bado na career guidance in our schools especially in junior school. Chichi got to konya kotebia abana for you to progress well with the this is the path when they go for abana barabu ba ko school ba soma mnu mwalimu akora bairaka. There is nobody who is taking them through the career guidance so that baji koma nyangi bawo jokora next. Yes.
Kwenye ukona ngwenge chile GSMS ibirisa toga kiti bona mno muyuri oturigiriti se muyuri asama soma ene robori chindo jenera bono niga omuyuri nata kero come out because sekara tu merana stakeholders omuyuri is very important and key in this mangana ya masomo. Omuyuri nata keire atebiu through a lot of sensitization akara tu ari gukora mangana ye referendum ebintu mbi ari kuri gukora TV adverts krase radio wapi kiro monda atebiu na ngakibaho cha ku register amangana gusina ya census na baja ku register mangana ya EPC abe fota. Where do we concentrate so much in registration ya mangana ye waka chikura but tuanga ko advertise mono ekare system education yego change izo kutoka nango spare bale chinzankeigo babeke advert ya mangana ya CPC ase TV nowadays abantu babwate TV wosa ase radio local channels onye ne local channel Jones B cheito muna abaigeta ya TV ne TV Jones B ne radio abantu bategerere baiguna igano tu ikeire ngito gwende gukora muno muibori that way umuibori aba informed because ndio takonyora abantu abons bio batebi. I think every household lekero wari gukora statistics mbanyore na at least radio nero ne radio ye omuntu nabako ba informed de radio gasia ninki nokunya kwa tebi news yo kabere kwa about where the education ya Kenya yikire amangana y'ekisemi tigakoleru a lot of publicity abantu bateguna kisemi kya change abana gera ku from this what is expected egere abayibo nabaro babe informed dingi batakere gukora nabaro metoko batena CBC itugwete no ere go chiabo they don't understand. Biasa na ekero kana sama che koronari gete post ye abantu baga sharia bande dina baboli na usikole ile kero tuara grade 9 most of schools public schools jiwa reporting by the way abana bangi bale school je
day school
Julius
mwalimu yule utakuwa advance yule mwana boarding is the most private iko mimi ngina mwana wa Nyaburudwa takano wali kilibono yo kuja Nyaburudwa na bara arua sigete isabusa sigete school jire kuna bwana KISII primary wa ntego ya tipodi abane bakwenda bara kina no bana bara bangeza mwana ndene serikali bora nigebegete njaliyo wasili tipodi
Omaede serikali ngisikwenyora mayaga ya davetenga baka alliance boys and girls must have day schools. I don't know how to anakiachit including Nyaburu ngana yoto day school. That is the government policy and that is actually what the government wants to force.
Do you agree ngenda kirikabo kasi mondanda yadina
Omaede
anu ndorotwara bango that responsible because ikaro mwana ajire boarding yale ko bajeni
the younger there igorona jite seitari asako kunga maiga maiga mukimonge ward abanafunzi bawaka chikadi no chikadi asenge yake erusa. Now imagine abanafunzi abakuru isiko and this gender what disadvantage abana baiseke. If you make girls to be day scholars, not that in Bari, but there are few that are doing in Bari. But now all of them are day scholars. A challenge a challenge and then because and even Esikuliye chibe so wakana se transport kuiro mwana na kumuirani onye mwana tadi angene school sitasema sia very school.
On the same note tete kuanjira na day schools kidogo as school which chingana established schools like the national schools and ETC.
Day school.
Ni intagete ba section ya day school.
Kuna nyabulwa.
Sababu
KISII school.
Sababu abana bali wa the dream yo gusoma gabu but imba kunyara gwiko. But if they are given an opportunity, that's when you pay fees. But we want to say a government they want a free day secondary school. One of every day school, which money is he going to pay or that kid that work on a school fees? That work on a school fees. On your opportunity, Yokosoma, a very big institution, on your around that place. That is, you know, nageko to school, nageko to school na Kisumu day, yarenga totally day. Ya konyeta abana barenga within that town. School nchire if learners are given opportunity nabanya aliko nyara lakini bono mba kwenyara which work on that kind of school fees because of the boarding fee ebekire. Lakini yale kwa opportunity na nabakwenda school asome, that's fine. Whoever thought of the idea that they bedina ana bantu bo in school eka mutete ko bede score na chetu ali mechando hapana. But the idea is good if again to ikaranze to ligerina how is it going to benefit na gaps jira to koroto jifeel, but it will be a very good idea. For me where I sit from ekesa una so meteranda ni secondary na aliko dara no kugoromba kanka and na na lunch randa ni secondary. Lakini benga redia na via Chandel na ndingi chako Somalia okino kajiweza bali banga takanyora Mache is my class. Umanga kajiweza bali bali okino. Ande still ri okino na school na amenyete. Ande na amenyete isiko alichiduka tu anda kuchime because ndio alikuwa anakuwa na boarding. Panya tutakora iko patakuwa option ya day school. Kwa sababu watu wale okino. Akatoka atia magana. So you see that's the same thing we are talking about. Ngawebe score lakini ngasomalia okino mixed it then but it was a very big institution. Bana baringe boarding bar with them back from coast lakini nje na machega esa uliyo ko ndio ndio kwa renge to hapa chide score tuagenda tuakora ka preps tuikana tuasoka because tumenya around inside that thing helped us no to legalero
yes ana kama msema kabisa bila sira than watching from KISII asante saya mulema umojogoro okiuka watching live from Liruka Ondanya village. Very standard then so far secondary school teachers have not been sensitized on CPC. They know nothing about pathways. It means next year the same teachers are going to struggle together with our new CPC students. Now again, how is the timetable in senior secondary going to tally hand in hand with that of CPC because same teachers with the two different systems?
That's a very good.
That's a very good question.
Na bwa the idea mune yo. Kwere nde yo abarimu batakera ko so miji system wibere.
Ibere jigali.
Do bwa the 844, babwa the form 3 na form 4. Bamanyira konyora grade 10. Nere ka form 3. Makonyora grade 10. Grade 10 yaba the way what I can correct korwa so omoro kyo ino mwalimu. Abana abagoja goja mbali new in terms of CPC. Basomere CPC ko grade 1 baga grade 9. Ba understand it. Omondo understand it no mwalimu. So there will be a conflict between the two systems. One sure mbali mkia bagoja kubekuna konyako so grade 10 na bande ba nindo ja conflict goja school abarimu bagaja nje tutakora yeye bari bakebe bajya ko bwaterera yeye grade 10 as we move forward with this. That thing is going to happen because the two in the at the same time. Barimu bonse bito ko move barimu na Nyabururu abarimu aba 150 obaire ko bakorera retooling training on CPC at the same time. Oko bakora gradually bakebake
Kiribone karoto kwana gaiga katibu na ngwere ni yale karongo cha samaje to then a pathways njiro.
Yes.
You know mbona majo tara understand. Ona majenya burudwala abana baajire be pathway gete atara kororo.
Actually grade 10 don't be surprised tenyo abana bange bagoja basoma group discussions. bono sebaje okay kwa baletre sai umuntu arakoira nora ndeke Islam
nige baletre
akina ugwa ndeke Kristo so abanafunzi aba bare grade 9 as they come to grade 10 the truth is intura prepared that is fact umuntu rabeba and umuntu mwene. And then, in Tubono, for these many years, I've taught for 16 years, my mind is prepare mwana nyore A. Never A njigayo. We have been prepared to how to sharpen, shape the students. Let's go A. When A played by the university. And then because of these pathways, there will be a clique of students who push your mind. Akawa da binje njeta da kwa carpent was driving in you and then we have been tailored to success, so there will be a lot of push and pull, including the administrators you might have ange but very this school chirichia exam oriented itakuwa shida kubwa sana.
Ekatoka ndaiga anaandika tipuna ka wote kartuensi la kuona how CB's pathways aligned with the Kenya's national development goals. Odana ngakirende CB's pathways njira aligned with the Kenya's national development goals ze jiroto na kwara.
Yeah, they are so much aligned. Like it was the bana mangana CBC aro kiagara onye korenda mangana the 9 national goals. They are much aligned because kero mwana that's what they are being taught. Ngwe una majata be yende is examination oriented. Yende they are doing a lot as abana baiga to ensure that korenda national cohesion. Abana they are even be able to interact. They do through sporting activities. They could interact with one another. So they are so much aligned with the national goals. A problem ngata bayokane lina abana baiga agocha ko handle. But the other issues about the CBC abana bari are very sharp. But I want to testify and abana ba mai tegen to bakora as far as we are concerned kero ko bari no abana abantu bagwate nyumba you could see abana bagwate future. And no baira ebinte binge bakora because bairu ngaki ko bairu these pathways you go jana STEM omuntu and mangana industrialization ya said this country bamanyete because they are so creative and innovative. Ebinto bakorozi nebinge. That's why they are helping them develop their cognitive amangana mangi munayo. Ekera bakogenda mangana sports uise kurigereri today ndo akatwara basketball. Primary ari man junior school baka rugby. Baka chess. So they made to think. So those learners they are very sharp and those interactions will assist them so much.
Because of the usually Jonesy how are the students guided in using their appropriate CBC pathways? What criteria are used to place learners into different CBC pathways? How are CBC pathways designed to meet the diverse talents and abilities of learners? What are the challenges of being faced in implementing CBC pathways across the country? How is the government ensuring equity and access to all CBC pathways? What infrastructure is required to support the different CBC pathways? For instance,
CS migosi.
Anyway, on the same, Amache, the person asking is very right. Because when we had the stakeholders meeting, the issues of the ministry, we challenged them about the same. They were trying to give us information in a select the pathways. Na consultation between no muiboli, omwana, no mualimu. Asabauja kumerana is where we did so that who does what. And then selection of schools, this was funny because we raised it. No mwana ekara selected school getako and as get satisfied. Na ogenda bakaso head of institution alias akora kuru baikaransa nere and omo guide na this school gya uji okora aguji omuibuli atali involved. you know omwibuli n'umwana n'oibwo omwibuli yo ina rotageto omwibuli na rotageto mwana go je school. We said no. So there are so many gaps in the jitwara kote aba selection of schools. School nchiro chikabwate two pathways. They got the STEM, the social sciences. Then they got the STEM, arts and sports. Then they got the three, all of them chiko korun the same depending when school we got the infrastructure korate isaine. The criterion you go choose school which yena nature got social science which is STEM. STEM is compulsory in every school as it was said from the Ministry of Education presenters warengo. But you go choose school na bone yetonya social sciences indonya arts and sports. Na ndo komanyeta abana baito banje de michezo. Omagoni ane participation ni michezo ya achire chiskuru echindo kwa tege msio kwa school. Ne school na leo jakoba completely ebwate STEM and social sciences. Barabara go jiani. Barabara go michezo. Ingi kego jakoba.
Hiyo ndo recommend Brighton. Grade 9 ndo what examination.
Grade 9. There will be exam.
There will be an exam. Get out of 60.
Yes.
Ele ngoja kogera wono mwana acho wale sako enda In fact you will see drama.
Okay.
They will see out of drama. I think a government here, with due respect, as much as they made a political decision of placing CBC in primary, they should rethink CBC. That's it. Their trial is not working. No problem. In fact, it will be now perfect.
According to
we another 3 years now.
Around 3 years.
It's a challenge here, Jacoba. Wastage. The pioneers of CBC and wasted. In January, I'm fearing these pioneers are grade 9, grade 8, grade 7. Before the war, to model was say, Bachore Matianga according ya trusted sana kibilio kipsa kimeodege PS bakayona wana mondo ya rana la bakara muruzo kama kwa sembitok they are not aye those people do maybe understand unless
the government knows very well now this thing is not working, but the only thing they are doing abanda tegosuma a wall. They are not advancing. That is true. They know this thing is not working. But banyore do a big team. So mobile no got a mirengoro that is what exactly the government is doing.
But why
we've told them no and again and again. We have told them usually this is the stakeholders meeting. The presenters were in that meeting. With the formed opinion. Now they are talking for a formality. Because I don't know the issues whatever talk over submissions talk about which because if I go to the participation, we gave them this, we told them this, that thing is over, and these are the findings. Because they are under serious instructions from the government that these things should be done. But the information you check ground during stakeholders meeting, information talk over, it is the information at a secondary, this stakeholders meeting, we had demanded a forum more interactive fora yokobate bingikere bamanya goja for a presentation like a session of paper goja gote abantu bayikaranza barara barosa instead of making interactive abantu abali ground na bako ba information and ba information baba force down their throat and this is what you have done about that's where the problem is.
If I add what Katibu is saying, go to CBC bagane dibaranga one CBC ya Bible I never had more than the meeting. So that Bible you what the king Jumana on it, like that into which moina. A man on a dark mobile into which enjoy on it the music. And the drama.
As you also run coaching skills, AMACHE, alikeyu abango kora bale mangana goro sports science. Sports science ngosomi go bale class before na how are you supposed to run? Which post you went to go take? When you mobile nga you went to go to Makuru. What are you supposed to do agarole ke wanda? So ama aya no ta kera kero kwando chiko nya understand. Eru ga uchiko bekuneke usi. Kalika usi yo ja gosomi go class.
Lakini bwana majibata kenda ngaba go during understand.
Nga basomi.
That is the thing.
Nanzo rana tuanyoli lu kuikira nyige.
Bono nakina gote very BRIGHTON na the danger to bwate. Eto ucha kokorera abana mangana ko basomia CBC grade 10 bamanyete mono kubwe mundu kubasomia.
Nigeria the reason ko mumbu manama barin kingdom goika KISII kwa nyabageni Victor Mondo akona system the annual miyumuro peche binyaboro nyaboro tena good morning from Nairobi Tetra ana bali miyumuro belio na tumire chiu chumejabo Douglas Costo drop out annual me and Kwande Joseph Abinchi. You are very creative reader, asante sana. Naro watebane serikali ya Nyoli Lupi, serikali ya roho igentero chini campaign.
Campaign ya chaki.
Naro SMS kidigega ya lingea watebana naftali onyango from Pipeline na alimi yomorobero. Edwin Munga then a pinga teacher. I can assure you that the CBC is a big challenge because even the government has not available there are relevant materials for teaching. The parents are not aware that CBC has very difficult and what to me that I'm gonna assess me and the message we have got to katibu gaiga ili tutukua ndamana promotion na ralete dividendo jalenga sasa maya magazeti hapo ndugu na drameli ya leta liberali kutegaza ndo okorana siasa ya soira school madadena abana siasa bentange kulikana onye na jibre jibabo majoja bali na iranira nara ogotana Edwin Munga na elia charala leta the parents are not aware of that CBC has very difficult exam and 844 then CBC buata matema mako
Bono dia ngote asijino mwibuli. Apart from ko mwalimu njiro mwibuli.
Tuwezi na mwibuli.
Bono ngote veranje. Sawa. Mbavuate bintu gete. Yani okwa maswali gete. Hata gete okumanya kwa iguru. Onako nyama denje njira samadeni sira basi. Elia na katibu elia mporo. But esila basi yabo etagete bintu gete. In fact what I learned in form 2 na ere wona grade 5 na actually ya form 2 ya na ki long time 1990s I can't remember lakini era mwana yaba kora sai bono ntebi umwana funsi goja grade 9 or grade 10 as long as I live and I know unless books came this morning without ya CBC mbiraja saitoga nikitoza wakora because we are supposed to have the books we are supposed to be retooled and then change your mindset again the one we got to correct and change your mindset how are we handling omondo chire school okonachi talent.
Actually I want to concur with AMACHE.
Yes.
Again the getanga ni pito da kere ko korera ba mu baito bale senior school change your mindset mnateo to ba bekere to bara they have taught for 20 years more 10 years and more kuja ko ba change ababande bali ku junior school abali kuna bakachakiwa you know that they started it abu they have adopted it bakakira lero ababande mbanya korora genzeki so first barusi 844 from the mind wabekere CBC it will not be one day it will not be one day it will take time so yisa kuba na the mindset ya change we will be okay with that.
Nara kuona my question to the guest out there now one agoro TK ndo kuona sana kwa CBC na Kongo. How is the government running on management of junior schools? We have a lot of issues on management. For instance, Bremen and the JSS, it was proposed to be named comprehensive schools. The head of
institution.
Head of institution. Went ahead and named them comprehensive school. Only Jinabe Gitanali. I saw a circular from one of the county directors warning them not to name those schools. We have issues with the management. Number 2, grade 9 we received for KISII. They are supposed to do a practical for integrated science, computer and agriculture. Common sense tells you we need laboratories into schools. That's what the financial exam without labs. Number 3, is it possible for the government to separate GSS from primary schools, even whatever?
My understanding, I strongly feel that JSS detached completely from primary. You know, it is true. It is fact. But there is an head teacher or with the P1. So that is priority. And then with the college. So there is so much push and pull. JSS abantu ba squeeze, abantu ba smartphone, there is a lot of conflict. Rival conflict, basically. So if we could have managed a principal from grade 7 grade 9, the principal have a deputy completely from grade 1 to grade 6.
Thank you so much. But Kiromondo, that is the idea. Tianja kere comprehensive na junior school. Initially, ekere serikali ya the CPC litowa the grade 7. Chara kuro ku junior secondary schools. Serikali ekere ligereri na conflict ya chile that there is junior secondary schools bakaruhusia lieta secondary bakanyeroka junior school. Bakamaguro wa the junior school because is domiciled as a compound ya primary schools eroku a comprehensive school. A comprehensive school where the ECD where the lower primary that the upper primary na ande kama igotwara endogoro kuna junior school not JSS junior school kama comprehensive school under one person or the head of the institution. This problem, bakarana ne problem was solved because they wanted in a school to secondary school, secondary na problem. Not knowing that the institution is there to stay. We are not saying that the HOI mbali konyara korani those institutions, but we wanted separation of powers. Because the funding yeji school yeji might be funded differently. Primary school say ministry ya sekonya kwa primary schools kwa funding ya free day primary schools kwa wale na free junior school kwa wana barabu capitation. But these are two institutions ziko kwa capitation ziko run by one person. The only thing we can start small. We advise the government. Ndo kubuta bantu bali immediately na karuo because they are serving those institutions. We have to start small because these are the people who are pioneers. But those junior schools go chaka. They have undergone a lot. But we can request the government through the Teacher Service Commission. Bali iko mwalimu a deputy principal in charge of a junior school. Of what the qualifications muna babande bali in the senior school. Are in charge of that, so that you are a deputy principal or a deputy head teacher or a primary section, and you are a deputy principal or a junior school or in charge of that school, but you are under the principal of that comprehensive school. I think if we do that, this deputy principal we can them these others.
Because you never understand.
Because he understands them.
Am I there?
And be able to ensure that there is running in that institution. To get that small, the conflicts, there are issues in those institutions. So to are a deputy principal, junior school, as we wait for the transition, because when grade a deputy principal, finally, grading a principal of that comprehensive school. So for now, let us have deputy principals in those different sectors. This is what now that what they will be having science in laboratories in Geo. Already, if you scan very fast, most schools will put up laboratories. On the laboratories, we have apparatus and some chemicals and everything. There's some room. This. No, in senior schools, we have a class, desk, not even a table. I think you underwent that. As this new system which are challenges in Jibo, lakini matemta kwa wanaino because capitation with those schools in Jibo jiba capitation chirusi chiaishuena nagi those apparatus those subject practical subjects ya koliru
asibono ngodifa na katibu
AMACHE can assure you nowadays 8% of primary school teachers have diploma and above. So that is intimidating primary school teachers. You are there number one.
I apologize. I apologize.
Wondrous music. And that's in JSS. You invite primary school teachers, you wanafunza. Let them be in a primary school, wote ndio wasaidiane, hakuna kutenganishwa.
Bona JSS nale kuamera, eyendekia amatemu, amaite you know. Omondo okorera amatemu tetotebe Nyabururu na KISII school. Asa apparatus chiro kiregento. No ndo okorera amatemu dio igo. Asa okorera pira na gia destitute. My time. Tu akore de practical ngagetika vere man. Yes. Tabiri tu akora madem. Akora during mock, na during examination. But that time we were mature enough and we understood. Mana madna bakebara. So if they about that no transport na in the school. About the dinigoji as yen shule. So mbaba did it's chiawa like I like him to carry. So, but if this exam will count, if this exam will count in the 3 years, they will be in high school. Very disadvantaged. So is it deliberate for the government kusumbua abantu bataikunyana? If that is the case, then we request this serikali na ndo serious no mugusi tiga achinjo koboko mate akanora achinjo koboko onsikurigeri matia yeno tokwanjira matia agera arenge education na agera gusibi ndo bikacho usikurige Professor Ongeri agera arenge Minister of Education ebintu mbiachete abantu be media gamba no musias achinjo koboko ali como de page 2
kirabu the both defense this promotion as MPs demand details okorana promotion is ya kore tu ba when transparency ya ngorro nika se dia nation nene maiga katibu dura tema conceptual
among promotions I've said it again and again and I will repeat when I say CSRenge I told him the problem though in this country is the political class again. The same people are questioning promotions. I have read the Gazette. The same people who are questioning promotions, if I can start with them, they are the problem. They call TSA round table, panye sensor, not they did it in a bad way. Na ando na pakido, mama the vinga bantu banenda gete on promoted. onye tori friendly to the government abantu bamino bandate kuumia. This one I said, and I might say it again, in a promotion is yeja akola to challenge skewed. Sababu nereli. Some people a criteria kia to make abantu is like it was verification of documents. There was no interview. Those who attended, there were no marks for it. Just the appearance. You know, it is verification of documents. And they brought in a clause. Now, we cover a deputy for some years, was a principal, AMACHE when you're mwalimu ole job group ole C3 wakitiri mune deputy for 5 years. Na bona aenda kwa interview abe promoted to C4. And C4 is not an administrative position. But you manyete wakiti that school taliba alimu bonsi pi bala nyara kwa school ba kwakiti bamanya kwa promotion. Who are you disadvantaging? Because when you want to be na max ya acting. Gurura max ya acting. Ba alimu bonsi bimba takeba active na banya max ya iba makanya promotion. Because ngio ko banga balinera max because batabuka this school ba kwakiti because schools ngio ba kwakiti na banya max ya yana mabuya the opportunity na babuyo mabuya the capability na power yo ko act as the deputy or principals. That rank obeka bwa. You know I'm driving at that. Because kwa nyora on the Wednesday work 3 was 5 years so I wa max. Amajeta nya kwa nyora renye bururu jerate yara dira renye bururu za AMACHE acting da kwa nyora. Ida kwa nyora. Kwa manya kwa nyora bono you are very disadvantaged on that. Lakini miaka akolire amaja renye bururu ale C5 omuntu ale C3 somewhere or actiri erebona ewe amaje because yatala nyoro bujuni yo kwa act da kwa ewe. That one is a total no, because it is the responsibility of Teacher Service Commission to make administrators in all institutions, because your budget yes serikali na so gete emanyete na school teyo etakeri go to administrator. Therefore mangana yo kwa act, that is something that we don't know where it has come from, because as far as we are concerned kere school etakeri go to a substantive principal and a substantive deputy principal very qualified, so that the rules ya mangana ya acting. Imanya wote asa mangana promotions verification of documents. Abantu bakaru documents cyabo buya bakorete buya bakayire giti bad cyabo bayichoreti bakamanya ko ugenda mukanya matokeo. We didn't see a list yo corona mwalimu amacha akorete interview akanyora max 90. Mundu gete from goze like kipi akakora akanyora max 92. Akere tumanya kumanya na abantu bonse bitwari wekeria max mustari wederete amax ya, so that tumanya ko na promotions na baya korete. But egendo yo ka bakorete ko sokeri na the following people by 25,252 now we are very promoted the next job group with the TSC number, not telling us yes about KISII County. TSC number, will you tell this person is coming from which county? We need details. We need details. TSC a publisher Teacher Service Commission jaba bunge na bata batike kolera mariga batali go tokonya na mariga bosa go ba kolera batali go tokonya ndaye tekera bungo tigera ngai tenkore ndebe na amarida ekara bere published abe kirutu amanyire na KISII County abantu bari KISII County abali for example 25,000 for primary mpaka secondary schools abali mu bale school Naroko County abali 15,000. Now by going with the numbers, the number of promotions when the KISII County should be more than Ejiko and Aradia Narok County. But koma konyora some county ebwata balimu abake abantu bakora interview bali almost once. Lakini igana anda babwate the populous counties bamakwa very little promotions. It is demoralizing. There is a lot of business in that office. Neri yagerire even this outcry. Toko boli bono abajumba abonye bali serious. Bako led by Mary. Bagende bakore a forensic audit. Forensic audit. At least yabarenta ruyons being a promotions ko magaga abantu was very promoted. Which criteria to make up? Yes.
Bueno, ndadawa dengaji promotion yeri gene ne kangaro elisara kasi venga wana echoes of doom also echoes of war, yani drama Because when I went for the interview, I went now wanted to, apart from giving my documents, now wanted to go again. Yeah, in drama. Because there is a gentleman I know. No, again, the wrong is wrong. Evil is evil. Evil is evil. A gentleman of mine, already 59, at the C3. But he has been going to all this everything, another degree. So he's retiring with C3. How fair are you? And then, inche, ote wanele, inche niso metiu mwana, so very meru, so metiu mwana bori ga kota ba them 2010. As we speak today, is a deputy. Ayoba bera. Who do you know? So, yeah, who do you know? Is that name? So soon, that if I will go to a boys' school, because I have a principal school. If I will go to a boys' school, I will be calling you Mr. Principal, sir. So, any promotions. TSC are very animal. It is who do you know? How much money do you have? Yes. That is it. And which tribe do you come from? Which tribe do you come from? That is.
Forensic audit. We want the names. The names will tell us the truth.
Yes.
That's why they are fearing go publish names. No, if whatever they have done, last interview mondaka kora 6 months nandaka get another interview nandaka another next job group but ya bande okolire interview for a very long period of time wamenyire job group yakintanya kwaegwa. That means that's an issue.
Sasa nakogwana karatika kwa ndule zemezi nene korana korana yedero kira chigira bazani baya kimotokanya sasa.
No, okay, we are not fighting. We are not fighting anybody.
Amatia Brighton ya manyega. Oyonyo ore tendo kwa the problem. Ne haki ya promoted. But is it fair for those others who did not get?
Sarah is saying that Amate bago promoted in competence knowledge. Tell me
if the people were competent, ninja and one on the president.
What I'm saying is not about competence. Brighton.
It's about competence, not age.
She is not in order. We look at Yamangana performance. Nangani to the Mangana TBD Rusuo. Yes. A teacher service commission, I could request serikali na ya 1 billion for promotions. Yamanya Koruo ya allocate ya saba 2 billion na for TBD. Ma the TBD no career 2 billion. Instead of requesting in a TBD, we don't want it. We want it to be scrubbed kwanza. Kiagara gento ngeya kwanya to mwalimu astaye ko muira akaratu asomete ndo jiba alimu baito ba kutumia TBD yo kotosome. But iba lenge gazi wale ko lengi sana. Chibesa chikaro chiko allocated for promotions. Tigajiba allocated Jones BH mune chibasa bede 2 billion. Na jagre ko woroke chibesa jire. Chibasa bede 2 billion for TBD. Bajirusio bajimenda as 1 billion ba for promotion jira ba 3 billion to promote more teachers. Gedonke yoge website yo mwalimu mono munekara akonya wabere promoted from one job room to another. Unlike como para trainings.
Makorira sino mwasumira banda bakabise karo koneni yokorukana kwa lingi mana promotions na kwande madana to promoted. Timo abadetwa batumezeti
tu abadebeti a criteria ke to make for promotions. What one thing to go and strike to record na bali mo ito ba stagnate. In the next CPA it's not going to be business as usual because by that 30th of June this year a CPA to waden ko erere. We are starting by 1st of July a CPA now abantu bagwende ko jaka gutwara whereby we have scrapped so many job groups as a negotiations whereby C3 who is there but the C4-5 totally
as kikatibu discussion which criteria was used to promote a B1 certificate teacher born 1997 and has worked for 3 years only to C2, leaving being a teacher, who started working in 1997 and as masters.
Competence. It is not competence. Same job for 6 months. Promoted. Check your data. TS number G, it's worrying. TS number J 100 and something. The one over there 1 or something. Chiarule Korwend, 90 something. Or about the TS number around 52. 50. I'm 50, 51. Like you know, they call it 90 something, 99. I've got the promotion. Click about the probation.
My question is, what about the P1 teachers who have not gone to CB's curriculum? Because I fail to understand whether this mix of diploma teachers, P1 teachers, and also we have GSS teachers. Are we not confusing learners? Greetings to my chemistry biology teacher, Mr. ABINCHA, Yokindo mixed.
BRIGHTON amana promotion twaro kwanera lakini na ndendo the problem we'll talk about it yo mongwano yo abantu ba P1 ba savete employment yabo kokane ya very frozen kyagara toro chinga ibakoliko kyagara basi bya byagara style ibakoliko bakole the P1 the year it's unfortunate because we asked because aendaro lenga kyabali mo bakurusi kusiko batarusi risiko they have no future because abali mu biresi byabo byarenge 8 bikana jubibere junior school bajakolika abantu ba degree and diploma degree and above bakatika babanda. So because of that matter there is no employment. What they are doing is the deployment to junior school. One has a problem. I agree.
I think I say about P1 they will be retooled. Confusion will they will be retooled. Probably they might be taken back to college for a few months. But that is what they will do. Otherwise, what might the because they did college. The college days the kadri ayajet. Otokole.
Kama chete tokole kuna naye siasa neno ya bere nyingi yengire chisemi.
So TSC. TSC
tera lia kana bana bali bata kora ekosolia we ya Kosovo World. No kwa siasa neno ya bere nyingi.
I am a baton ya drama in Blue Girls National. And I've been in drama for many years. Writing a script, anybody can write a script, anybody can direct a script. But omondo kuira wanafunzi siku paka mwalimu. Asorio kotoko go train na toko, but a teacher must be there for administration. So again the kia malala ba ko fight because of these years. But how can the government fear? The fear of the government is too much. You can fear, they have feared Gen Z. We have understood, but can you fear ladies from 2-3 girls who are stitching a play for only 45 minutes? Whoever advises the government, if there is, no Korea. Because they play apart from so the government what has done no quality play Sultan in the word Sultan.
Yes.
As much as they are saying no, Kasong was not there in that play. I have read it every page, every line. There's no way. Metaphors na mafumbo. So government take a stage. I never knew echoes of war until it was banned. Baba number 1.
Amangana yeji semi ngokwanera mangana yo ya drama.
Yes.
ngotebana ekero amache bagosomi literature na fasi bagoteba nikio jamii ebintu bigendete okoru in a given government neroge kumureka ebitabo bagosomi they are more political than every year kwa stage because ndo wade bitabo bya fasi bigokwa na mangana politics na bad governance bigokwa na mangana corruption bigokwa na ebintu ebinge but yaba muna machata yaba na ubagera tukamanya what is happening we didn't know but that is uncalled for manya abana aba baroje mbali gokora kwende rende inge government igwakira abana gitiagas so that's a very bad egento gelima dina ngeru to the image yaba Kenya na abana bali boka banyene because ba very traumatized tima dina ngoja ko batebina egento geli that was not the government because already they have not in the government can kill its own people including abana be school komo cho mwana nyaroke tiagas abana na dembali ba bege to ba primary sometime back so the government is losing it it should not happen again babu ende ko condemn that thing as much as they are dealing with Malala abale ko kwata Malala bamuire for interrogation lakini batika abana but kolike script naro onye batete ko change jiko bachenjira umuntu kolika script ya drama abo mwalimu that one we will now understand because anybody is not necessary to be an educationist umuntu omete kolike script na bakolikera ko so whatever that happened was political those are pure politics chia salary abana future yabo na kike to so CPC no mwana ba exploited their talents abana ba bata politician yes we have kids but they go politician they want to stage a stage bakuwa ni mule politician ba address ye gathering bakuwa ne that is developing their talents because abana babu the future but they go exploit na gya ko gara bako kore binde byo michezo ya kuigiza bale kama ko yake na kuzuru michezo ya kuigiza wale bale ko boli mubungo yo Nairobi na gya ko ko
Langata 00 Langata yes mo bungo Langata kozi no mo comedy bwa yari kunya bakora ega ukamulandi basi babo nyambane it has assisted so many people because amangana ya adrama ko act na gukora ibintu binde byakonyira abantu abange so batige ko chanda abana bali na umwalimu naro likero lirube because of that the principal kalikera bako umwalimu uri leta abana na be interdicted because of that umwandi bonera koleta mangana that thing was brought out of proportion mwalimu uri is just a small fish now they have gone for a small fish kujiko punish mwalimu utamanye dino onye ningi kiagendera because yareka accompany abana bajiko stage play ekara bayikirororo yasalikire ebintu byasalikire kitiagas cyarutiru ngakyo ko implicate omwalimu naro uri kujiko minyokia baskari baru tera abana kitiagas ndagende ko agende
amagotebana kim ketumatiga twakore because banderi kurwa kengenge abwirema tena asen imchanira sinse yake yenkoru in asege siasa
ongere kitabu kingote ngo koren ndade ko David gayo Brighton in 2027 those girls who were tear gassed they will be having a voters card in 2027 abana bali abange baje bagachikura bakomenda Gen Z omenda Gen Echoes of Go Matiage wele president
ayo sabotno den
saing kitoko kwa bono ni baba iko ba musapotri ghost ya sapotri ndugusi usioma de anyogore against Matiage you are against us abana bali etiagasi iri bagetuno kubatenga bono beka bono pikora omerio bi I am a writer this is my second book and when I came here I had the first one gego kuma the Samaritan now I have Fathers of Nations
yora na boli gaba ne brave ne bara
omuntu online dise ko so wa abincha ni wo niti kuna Fathers of Nations the prediction ekene kitabu kia literature mano oyo tata bajara nege agorie yo bode genda
tibinyo ya girisko
tigo ya ke ndako ke kinga
bode kera kiko na konya gire komtirina
bode gina ko ndio kwa mwanafunzi wa form 4 kurusei na dike nyoro omwesa wate my closing marks why do support abinja because you support runa balimu yani a movement
ya campaign yeta ne kwa
ya tari campaign ebi ndakolet omede to kustwa to made bodi amba de so those colleagues badigereti eta this morning. I want to tell you this. It is the first time I get a level 6. The first time. Since this gentleman came to office, the first time. In I think it's na level 6. Ngobe ku ward ya na njengo so mega city kana kire. Gioka.
We go implement living.
So abantu baitwa machago bulabu ndatago bakirambia mono totene nengangari kabisa. Problem ye basari, we will sort it once the comrades bakore bakora matem ndoito juto kwa nengari.
Thank you.
Bia sana Brighton omurobere yoberumia twakwanira mangana manga gutachia mangana gisem cheito nimaeta baibori mbarari batoligerereti abantu baito bonsi abali mumbaligerereti omurobere yoyega twasemaniri asa mangana mange nande ewo ekerotoko ande ewo goikatwenshe na amangana togochira korigitwa yanyote indumu na barai babali mu na njomo executive secretary of KUPPET KISII ndate ko badebi nandoga ndate ko fight for the rights of the teachers, for the rights of our children na rights ya baibori baito kiagara abanda abons bisa community ebintu byons bitware ko ya gaiga nebintu bitakeire ko rigerere gumono na serikali yaito serikali yerororo egere konye gisem cheito asoro ngoro rwa gusi na Kenya ngima ndate badebya bali mu baito muna muri chirusa ngo basabera amaya abana baito barenka baibori torenda abana baito buya nekero togenderete kubakorere gasi tubwatera na semeroberi yons na ritoranyare gokonya egesaku gito na masoma ito asoro ngoro gusi na Kenya ngima amangana ya Brighton ya tubekeira ana mangana maya lakini mwishowe amangana ya stagnation nebintu binde balimu we want to promise abantu baito na the next CPA it will be a CPA to watch. We are pushing it to ensure that everybody gets what is rightfully theirs. Asante sana.
Asante sana mwanchi ulibeta television etwaringira Joseph ABINCHA nerode executive secretary the KISII branch KUPPET kwa natwaringira na Julius BASWETI lakini wana AMACHE papa
omurigwe bitawo babenda
Urugal tuakwanda manga tukwanya robo semi tukwanda semo yijise kono toro bulgu bi meta television ba wabo jagaga kare no TV abo jaba kwana brada tu ba tu jaki campaign pia tunawaambia wanakuja kono unakuja jana sera chae usingia uje kwa group hivi dema cha David na bani kwa kuboli kwa sio kuboli bado tunambea basi because into ndio kwa ondeli baga elevi to moto kwa Rwanda
ndio tumera ne debate ya
bara debate bara debate ile da ndio kwa kusino na Frank Mayunga ne mondo kwa kamera kabisa na yunga si kamera bali ndio vya cover via kishoto kwa sinema transmission sara ya gonjite to kwa ne ku 12 ora kwa sininde ora ngari baga lakini ankio akomanyi bunani akwato mu obsakuru asekyo mbegeri kyo kurwane bukuru ESCC kada kumuboli na ubwata omonto karonga mabira tutebya manga akawato mu busoyo kurwasi county KISII ne da television obra bwa busi una botanga yane Brighton MAKORI